Miigwech, miigwech. And that's thank you in our Anishinaabe language. Um, like she said, Maingan. To us, that's our brother. In our creation story, the wolf and man traveled the world to name all the plants and the animals. And they knew that together they had to take care of them. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today was the fact that we were put here on this planet long after the plants and the animals. And the reason we were put here was to take care of them. And in exchange, they were going to take care of us. They would give us food, medicine, clothing, housing, and we just had to make sure we needed what we took and then took what we needed so that 7 generations down the line, there would be some left for those generations. And it's one thing to talk about saving the wolf, but we have to talk about saving ecosystems, saving our entire planet. Our entire planet is at risk. In our creation story, we have what's called the 7 fires prophecy. And we believe we are in that 7th fire right now. And if the light-skinned race and the natives don't come together, all the problems that were brought to us on this continent will do great harm to everyone on the planet. And we can all see that happening already. We all know what happened in the Gulf of Mexico and what happened in Japan with the nuclear, what happened in the Yellowstone River. They keep wanting to put more pipelines, and they keep taking more and more wolf territory. And, you know, every time they take a wolf out of a pack, because the wolf hunts in packs, well, then they weaken that pack. And so that pack is going to even take more of their cattle because it's going to try to find easy food because it doesn't have the numbers. And like the gentleman just said, we all know that the deer hunters out there, a lot of them, are killing wolves already. And why don't they just decrease the amount of deer that the hunters can take, and they'll save more for the deer. Yeah, more for the wolves. Now, when we had our treaty rights supposedly given back to us, but really the only one who gave us those rights is the Great Spirit. And right now, today, come September 1st, if I wanted to, I could go out and get 2 deer every day. And everyone on my tribe and everyone who's part of that treaty could go out and get at least 2 deer every day. And that's what the people were afraid of. That's what we were going to do. But it hasn't happened because we know that we're supposed to take what we need and need what we take and leave some for the others. You know? And they are our brothers. A lot of us, you know, we feel ill when we know this is going to happen. We see the pictures of the trappings, and we feel for them. Physically, we feel for them. And we just have to get the word out that this has got to stop. Because what happens to the wolf happens to man. When once the wolf numbers start to drop, I'm afraid the Anishinaabe numbers are going to start to drop like they did in the past. When the wolf numbers came up, the Anishinaabe numbers came back up. And so I just beg everyone to do everything they can to stop this wolf hunt because it means a lot. It's not just killing a dog. It's not just killing something that, you know, is out trying to get a meal. You know, hell, if they're paying the farmers, let's buy some of those cows and put them out in the woods and give them a hand instead of hurting them and trying to kill them, you know. We've done so much to them to hurt them. Why don't we just help them once in a while, not kill them? That's not the right thing to do. So I appreciate the time given to me, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Forshaw with the American Indian Movement. And now Ray Owens, who is here from Prairie Island, and quite a spokesperson for that tribe. Ray Owens.
Yesterday I met, day before over at Dakota gathering as one. I met Moraine and she asked me to come over and talk about the wolf and stopping this wolf kill, allowing 400 of our brothers to be taken and to be hunted. And I asked her, I said, what is wrong with these people that they would do something like this? And we're both kind of perplexed. We're kind of, I don't know. We can't explain that psychotic behavior where everybody has a cousin like that spends too much time in the woods or hunts for the sake of killing. And you don't see that in the wolf society. And the creation stories as our brothers, all the little doggies we got now with like little ears, and well, they once were our brothers and they came to us. When they saw us trying to hunt and chase a deer, trying to chase an animal, they came to us and they asked for us to work together, to be as brothers and hunt together and share and take what we need and need what we take. That's supposed to be the law. That's supposed to be the sky. Some people have different color sky in their world. Some people, again, they want something like this to happen because of their own special interests. So they're going to kill this wolf regardless. This is what we were saying, that 150 years ago, they exiled the Dakota people from the state of Minnesota. And Ramsey and Faribault and Hill, all these guys were the corporate greedy dudes at the time. And they turn around and tell us we're the savages and we're the greedy ones, and we're like this. And it's media manipulation. And again, we're human beings. And the word Dakota means your ally. I got your back. Same as this wolf. It's like trying to understand him, trying to understand it as a family member, as a community member, as a being. Look at him and it'll teach you a lot. You don't see that greed, you don't see that selfishness, you don't see that in their community. They raise their children, they raise their cubs to be respectful of things. They don't go out and kill just for the sake of killing. They discipline them. Don't do that. That's not the way we are. What he was saying about the treaty rights for deer hunting. It's like we could take 2 every day. That's what they're worried about, us taking away their deer. And some of them, it's like, that's the way you people are. You don't know who the hell we are. We've been waiting for 150 years for these guys to stand up and say something. The Dakota Conference, we gathered at Pipestone. It's Dakota, Ojibwe, Sac and Fox. It's neutral ground. It's United Nations. There, anyone can come and dig the stone that is driven to make that sacred chanupa. There's neutral ground up north. There's a neutral ground here at Fort Snelling. That's why they came here. We allowed them to come here and be neutral and share as brothers. Your knowledge, your skills, your education. We shared ours. Same as the pilgrims getting off the boat and stuff like that, and scurvy and sick and stuff. Here, brother, eat this, and this is full of vitamin D, and this is vitamin K, and this will help your feet and get you through the winter. Thanks a lot. And then a couple of years later, they put a bounty on our heads, and they start taking our relatives and stacking them up. So this is what, there's some people that are just kind of twisted, that they again, there's a special interest here, that the governor and the Senate and the DNR, hey guys, who you guys protecting? Now, who are you working for? You know, you belong to this earth. You belong to these people here, trying to tell you the truth. It's like, it's all about the money. Who's getting rich off this? We're certainly not. Our brothers, the wolf, it's like they're going to pay for their lives. And what you do to them, you're going to do to us. And it's like, it's just a matter of time. It's genocide all over. It's like, you keep seeing it. Those that forget, do not look at the past, are doomed to repeat it. And the people that are going to repeat it are going to start with the wolves. And the same as my Prairie Island tribe, I like to see my tribal lobbyist here. I doubt if he's here. They probably got him at a lunch over here downtown somewhere and schmoozing him and stuff and tell him how great and wonderful they are, kissing up and say, that doesn't work. It's like, no, because this is more important. This wolf, our brother here, our sister, our family, this is what's more important. They should be here. All of our native people should be here. Our native lobbyists should be here from every tribe in the state of Minnesota. They're not here. Prairie Island's not here. I'm here. That's what, I got my nephew here, a couple others from Facebook. Spread it, man. Put it out there. So come on. Sign the petition. Let them see that up there. You guys got to see the numbers first. Look at the people out here. We care. We love life. This is the sky, man. This is all blue to us. This is where we live. Here in the Kaposia, here in St. Paul. It's originally Dakota. But you are allowed to be here because you work for the goodness of all people, all things. Respect the water, respect the earth, respect the sky. This is what we're all here for. This wolf is like our brother. So go forward again. Kind of unprepared. I got lost in traffic. So again, I'm here because she asked me, and the brothers up here again, sharing knowledge and stuff. It's like, oh, everybody, take it further, spread it, start a fire, let it go. Everybody, listen, no copy. Let the wolves howl. Oh, not the timber wolves. Come on.
Okay, Michael Fox. Thank you. That was Ray Owens with Prairie Island Tribal Community. Again, I'm Maureen Hackett. I started Howling for Wolves, and I'm still howling. We wanted the wolf's voice in our name of our organization, and that's why I named it Howling for Wolves. I also wanted the word of advocacy to come through. So right now we have Dr. Michael Fox as our last speaker. Michael Fox is a veterinarian, ecologist, and outspoken advocate of the wolf and other species. So Michael gets the last word, and then I'll wrap up with what you can do from when you leave here.
I've had the privilege of hand-raising wolves to study their behavior, and I can tell you they're not only intelligent, they are highly empathic. They show compassion. They are aware as we are, and in many ways superior. We live in the age of mammon, the Mammonites who seek to profit from whatever they can. And this is a war against the humane and the compassionate, against the Mammonites. Regardless of their religious or political persuasion, they are Mammonites. The wolf has been turned into a trophy animal for recreational hunters under this new law, and into a commodity for the shameful fur trade. This reflects the anarchy of the Department of Natural Resources. We must fight anarchy that is the antithesis of a true trans-species democracy. A trans-species democracy, we care for the trees, we care for the wolves, who are the first wildlife managers. The DNR does not practice wildlife management or conservation. It practices wildlife farming. A quarter of the deer population is killed by 250,000 men, if you can call them men, with bows and arrows, with guns, with muzzle loaders. And then what are the trappers? Where is their empathy compared to a wolf? A wolf will struggle and chew off the paw. This is a great tragedy. This is a slight on the humane community of Minnesota, North America, and the rest of the world. This state has an opportunity to elevate the wolf to the true spiritual symbol of wilderness as the totem animal for us to show reverential respect. The governor has the power to revoke what he has signed. The underlings in the DNR say that after he signed it, they are mandated to start the wolf hunt and trapping. They are not mandated. They pushed for it in the first place. It's just money, money, money. They're going to have a raffle. and give 6,000 permits out for people to go out and kill the wolf. So just connect the dots and see how dotty this system is. On with the revolution. Freedom for all.
I'll just put a thank you, Dr. Fox. Many hunters, though, do understand the role of the wolf and the role of ecology. So we do know that we have hunters in our group, too, who have hunt and have hunted deer. So I just want to put in that plug. But the DNR is misguided on this. It's a short-term gain for a long-term loss and a loss of confidence from the people who actually employ them. The DNR needs to get an understanding that they're to serve the public trust. The public trust is for all of us, not just the hunters and trappers and livestock producers. And the livestock producers, while they make our food, and we understand that, and we insure them for a profit, by the way. Well, that's actually the farmers. But the livestock producers, we know that it's hard to raise animals and what they do, but we're not against them. We're just saying you're wrong, you know. We can help you. And the wolf can live too. And people will come to our state and eat your food. And people will come to our state and live and stay in your towns for tourism because we have the wolf, and we will have a better ecology for it. We will have better wildlife, better beaver, songbirds, trout streams, everything. We need to keep this wolf. We will be unique in the whole lower 48 if we stop this wolf hunt and live with wolves living, okay? Where they're much more valuable alive. So right now what you need to do, everybody needs to get at least 5 people to sign the letter we have on the website, Stop the Wolf Hunt. Just remember, Stop the Wolf Hunt, put .org, .com, .net. There are 3 other dots that I forget, but not .mn. There's a reason for that. It stands for Mongolia. Not that we're against Mongolia, but anyway. StopTheWolfHunt.org or HowlingForWolves.org. Sign the letter. Spread the word. If people are really passionate, tell them we could use their donations. We would like to put more billboards up in more places for a longer period of time. We need more donations, okay? We would definitely welcome that, but more than anything, get that letter signed, make those phone calls to the governor's office, make the phone calls to the DNR, activate the people, because right now, the people's voice is the least voice, even though we have the most people. We have the most voices, but we're the least being heard because they're spending all their time with lobbyists and special interests and people that have a lot of money and a lot of bargaining power, and the wolf is just a bargaining chip. And we're not going to take it anymore, okay? So, howl for the wolves. Thank you for coming. This has been great. You can hang out.